Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
During this time of the year, we are continuously losing daylight, but the sunshine is still very powerful this time of the year, especially with our warm surfaces and watching temperatures continue to climb as we are settling into those 80s and even near 90s. And we are seeing that another hot day of nearing and achieving the 90-degree threshold is in place here across the interior. But what we are starting to see is that changes are taking place. We are going to start to see more of a pull out of the southwest, which is going to start to usher in some moisture to allow for some storm chances that will be possible for our Wednesday and Thursday. And then as those storm chances continue to pull in with that moisture, there is going to be a bigger change that is going to take hold into the weekend that is going to bring us under a wetter and cooler environment, as we could be saying goodbye to these summer conditions. But we at least have one more day where we are nearing a record potential, which was just set last year at 90 degrees, as we are again putting that threshold on the board. We will see that as we roll throughout our forecast as well, there is some areas of some haze at times due to some smoke moving in from Canada, as well as some local wildfires, as well as seeing that there is enough moisture that we are going to bring at least a few storms, especially over higher elevation points, but could pull those over the valleys at times, as well as noting that there is some better coverage down through the southwest moving into the western interior. So we will keep an eye on that coverage. It is looking to be a bit more on the spotty side, especially for the local Fairbanks and interior region here into our Wednesday, with a little better coverage that is expected into our Thursday, as we are going to continuously move into what will be more of a saturated weather pattern that is going to continue to bring us more and more of those wet weather conditions. And we are looking at timing out here about our last week of July, and we'll have to see where some of that rain number will end off, as the early month of July was very active and cool, but we're getting at least a little bit of that summer taste. Mentioning daylight earlier, we are sitting at just holding on to 19 hours here, as we are losing just shy of 7 minutes per day. Our sunshine that is holding on to 19 hours brings several regions into the 90s. Neenah there at 90 degrees, Tanana across there or at 90 degrees, Circle at 87, Tanana at 88, McGrath at 87. At least an isolated chance for some of those thunderstorms Wednesday, and then we continue that chance for thunderstorms into our Thursday. Neenah there at 81 degrees, Tanana Cross at 80 degrees, so a bit of a pullback, but still above normal into those 80s for Thursday with some of those thunderstorms. So we'll keep an eye on that lightning strike that could potentially build or create new wildfires. But what we will see is that any wildfires that are created will see some potential spread as we have some increased winds from Friday into Saturday. But that southwesterly pull is going to put us into a cooler and wetter pattern. So hopefully that will help to alleviate wildfire concerns, as we will keep a potential of this cool and wet pattern into the end of July.